Welcome everybody. It is finally time. I have been waiting so long for this Cowboy Bebop anime series, Netflix series to come out. And I know that seems really no-life-ish of me because who in their right mind would be excited for an anime adaptation from Netflix, of all people? But I was actually a little bit excited for this because I was like, I love Cowboy Bebop. I want to see what they do with this thing. And, well, here we go. I didn't even finish the series. Okay, so let me preface this by saying I never finished the entire Cowboy Bebop live-action series. I'm not putting myself through that. In my opinion, just straight off the bat, it was not the best. However, let me follow that up by saying the first two episodes I actually enjoyed. I think the first two episodes are easily the two best episodes of anything I saw since I watched 4 of the 9 episodes, I believe. And the first two were absolutely good. I actually thoroughly enjoyed them. Yes, they were corny. Yes, there were bad things in them, but I thought there were more good things than bad things in the first 2 episodes. The other ones were just, oh my goodness, what am I watching?
Wow, those are some real pretty words there, cowboy. Does that shit work on all the girls?
Can I help you?
Spike! Spike Spiegel!
Why does Vicious look like this, and what is this part even supposed to be? I'm going to divide the video up into a few different segments just so I can kind of divide and conquer what I want to discuss in this video and get it done effectively. So let's just go right into the first one. The first one is going to be the characters. So I thought I'd start off with the characters because it's kind of the biggest part of the show. Like, you're not tuning into this show to see fights, you're tuning in to see your favorite characters come to life on the big screen. And I actually had hopes that Netflix would be able to do this. And I think the actors, I will commend that the actors, I think, do a very good job with this show. With what they were given, the actors do a very good job with their script. Spike, I don't know, man. John Cho just feels a little bit old to be playing Spike, who's supposed to be a bit of a younger man. And I think John Cho's like 50 or some crap. And when it comes to characters like Faye, who I didn't really see much of because I didn't watch much of the last half of the show, her writing was just so off. Faye's a pretty arrogant woman in the anime, and that kind of comes off in the live action, but it also just comes off as just annoying and just really annoying in the live action. I wasn't a big fan for most of it. However, characters like Julia and Vicious, I don't even know what was going on with them the whole show, and for some reason Vicious's costume design just looked garbage. Why does this look like a wig I would put on in a high school play? This looks terrible. And the very glaring one of all of them is Ed, who shows up for a total of like 1 minute. Okay, this is gonna be weird.
You are? You're Spike! Cowboy! Bounty hunter for hire!
Ed did, like, the best that she possibly could have with this. These camera angles have to be the most unflattering thing I've ever looked at in my life. It's like Netflix was like, let's try to take something from the anime that's going to be impossible to recreate in the live action and just make it look 1,000 times worse than what the actor tried to do with it. Because the actor does a fine job and copies a lot of Ed's characteristics and speech patterns. However, guys, over-exaggerated facial expressions, which Ed does occasionally, are not going to be able to be easily replicated into a live action, as I thought maybe Netflix would know, but no, they're not that smart. Overall, the characters were alright. The only thing I didn't like and I thought was weird is that there's really no sort of chemistry between these characters at all. Spike and Jet have a very nice chemistry in the actual Bebop anime. It just feels like really off. They feel like they really don't like each other for some reason. They're like forced to hang out with each other forever. For some reason, it doesn't make sense to me why they have so many conversations that feel so forced, unnatural, and a lot of the lines in between them are just trash, including this one from Jet to this random lady who no one even knows about.
Sounds to me like blackmail.
You're damn right it is, because Jet, you are black and you are male.
Netflix, okay. Why is this in the show? You realize you put this in the final cut. You made it like this. Why? Next up, I'm going to talk about the fight scenes. Cowboy Bebop is known for its pretty well animated fight scenes. In fact, it holds my favorite fight scene of all anime, which seems kind of weird, but it's just one of Elektra versus Spike from the movie. It's a phenomenal movie, and it's a really nice addition to Cowboy Bebop, which I was hoping the TV show would be a good addition to it too. My first point is that this looks like a high school play. This looks like a dance. They feel so flowy, and like they flow together so well. it doesn't feel like they're actually fighting. It feels like they're dancing and they're just happening to like throw fists at each other. So yeah, just these fight scenes, they just feel so off to me. Alright, my last one, I'm going to do a quick little segment about the setting. So Cowboy Bebop is known for some pretty stunning looking settings and a very down-to-earth type feel when they travel to other planets. I think Cowboy Bebop does a pretty decent job when it comes to the set design. I think we can get a lot of the sort of earthy kind of feel from a lot of these planets they visit. I mean, Earth is one of the planets they visit, but even some of these shots are pretty cool. My favorite being actually out of the very first scene of the anime, of the live action, and it zooms out of the space casino. Honestly, it just looks like a really cool shot to me, and I really enjoyed this. However, I think a lot of it's pretty basic setting. I thought it was kind of dumb they went to this, like, red light entertainment district. I was like, I'm not tuning into Cowboy Bebop to just see a bunch of boobs and crap. It was just gross. Like, why am I watching this? So yeah, in the end, the live action for Cowboy Bebop had some pretty corny script writing, some good things here and there. For example, I think some of the lines that Spike and Jet go back and forth with each other are alright. I think some people are taking this a little bit too far overboard. Like, they say it is complete garbage. I don't really think it's complete garbage. I think it's definitely watchable, but if you have watched the anime, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to sit through this thing because, yes, it is entertaining, but is it really good? Nah, it's also not worth watching an hour-long episodes to see just some of the corny stuff in this show. I would say overall about 60% of the things of the show I didn't like because I enjoyed the first 2 episodes quite a bit. I had fun watching them. The other ones I had to turn off because they were so garbage. It's probably the best anime adaptation I've seen, but that's not saying much. Alright, thanks everybody.